And well, look, when the conversation get on web life, I can't wait to see what he got to say when she on the brown.
Yeah.
I'll be there
Ken high
to
tonight,
do
so
it.
Ken might not try to drag nobody when he high. He too.
Yo, they,
Yeah.
Ken delayed.
No, I wasn't. I was looking
Oh,
at
we
something.
live.
We
We
live.
live, y'all.
Dang, we've been
We
live.
finally live.
Todd can at least warn us when we
We
live. I don't
finally
want to talk
live.
shit about people.
We could have opened up Pandora's box if we would never.
I believe Todd be trying to set us up on the low.
Carl, shut up. We up in here now. Shit.
We in here now, everybody.
Right. You know I was already.
Yeah, I need my score to be. I need my score to be the first one.
No.
We're now watching Empty Monday.
Yo, what?
I said I need my score to be the
So
first
do we
one.
want to leave? Do we want to leave number one for when they guests come in the room?
Oh yeah.
Is the guest coming in the room?
I guess sometime
We
tonight.
want to leave number one. Okay.
So Chasing Dallas season 3, we gonna skip that. So we gonna go straight into Web Life and Dre Simber and them. And then hot. What is it?
The hot seat.
The hot seat. Web Life, Dre Simber, Trey Howard, and KL Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell y'all the premise of this show. I don't know, but this show is funny as hell.
What show?
It's hilarious.
Web Life is hilarious.
Oh my god.
Introduction, y'all. Bring everybody back on so we can introduce everybody.
Oh yeah, come on back. Come on.
Todd moving so fast.
Todd, like,
He
look,
looking out beat tonight.
Oh, thank you, baby. You look good as always.
Everybody, and welcome to another episode of Real Hot Tea. This is our messy Monday, and we're about to get into some messy stuff. Some things to do with web reality TV, real reality TV, and some of the most popular news blogs that's going on right now. We got Todd, the producer of Real Hot Boys of Houston. We got Ken, one of the Real Hot Boys of Houston. We got T News in the building. Me, HersheeKissTV. We got the T Spillaaa. You were supposed to say, what's T?
Oh, what's T?
No, what's T?
And then we got Rashawn in the building. Look,
hey, baby.
Late. So, yeah, we're going to
Carl, I know you ain't talking. Carl is somebody who's going to be late to his own funeral.
Yeah. Look, we saw you on Web Life being late. But, yeah, we're going to get through a lot of topics today. We're going to talk about Web Life Season 2. We're going to talk about Chasing. We're going to talk about Wendy Williams, Kelly Price, R. Kelly, Nicki Minaj. What else we got going on? We got the Trey Howard and Dre Simber, Thirst Trap Boys,
G-Stack,
the internet, all that stuff. So we're gonna get into a whole lot of stuff tonight. First of all, before we get into it, how everybody been doing? What y'all got going on?
We are not talking about the Thirst Trap Boys.
Oops, did I say the wrong thing?
Yes, because fuck no.
I mean, but you know, they was part of the Royal Rumble. You know, they was referee in the Royal Rumble.
Look, yes, it was. Yes, it was. Carl, you already know I got
me going to the club.
Y'all remember backgrounds at the club with the
going to that shake joint.
Oh, Lord.
Be going to P Valley tonight.
Okay. So let's
you know, hold on. Before I do anything, y'all know I gotta, promote. Y'all, I will be in Atlanta this weekend for the Assistant 2 premiere, the Assistant 2 Reconnected by Alex Jonte and Orlando Love, which I am starring in. So I will be here for the premiere. And as always, I do a little something. And as always, make sure y'all are following me on my Blue Flame page for my artist. Today is my designer's birthday, Jay Amore. He is a part of Blue Flame. So shout out to him. Happy birthday, baby.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So
I like
what
I'm glad you're doing this. I'm glad you're doing that movie.
Both of us are playing.
When is the Assistant 2 premiere? What, like with day and time?
It's on Friday. Carl, do you have that flyer up? I'll bring flyer up before we end the night.
I like
drop
Alex.
it down in the
Alex real
comments.
cool. Alex real nice and cool. Every time I interact with him, he real cool.
Yeah, he is so dope.
I'll be in Atlanta, but I'll be doing some other things. I wish I could drive through. If the times are congruent, then I'll spin up through there and see what y'all got going on.
I would definitely drop that flyer. So yeah, it's definitely going down this weekend. I can't wait to see how everything plays out. It just so happened that like most of my artists are in the movie. So
How that
happen? You know, when they say they want to do something, it's my job to make it happen. You know,
okay.
It's my job to make it happen.
On the Assistant 3, you know, I want to get starred in that too. On the next
You're gonna
one.
be the security guard. You're gonna be
Nah, I want to star in it.
You gonna be the security guard?
I want to be.
So is this like a show?
It's
a new show?
It's a movie. It's a movie.
Yeah.
It's actually based around technology. If you've seen the first one, then you kind of know a guy about it. A guy he relocates. Is pretty much taking a attack on us and how we use technology. So he has this assistant, which is Chase, which is like Amazon Prime, and you know all these murders are mysteriously happening. It's pretty dope. If I say too much, I've been drinking, so I may slip up until the second part.
Yeah, don't be like Hershey.
Big thing she all that she on this mini.
Get to drinking and get to talking too much and telling all the tea spilling tea.
You shut up.
So what time is the premiere call?
Yeah, what time is the car? Car will fight.
Hey,
well, Alex,
I'm about to switch cameras.
I'm gonna send you my headshot.
Right back.
I want to be in the next one. I'm gonna send you my headshot.
Okay.
Oh,
So yeah.
Where can you go?
I don't know where he went. So let's go ahead and get into some of these topics, y'all, for today. We sure got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. We ain't got that much time to talk about it. Let's go ahead and start with Web Life Season 2. Now, Tony has been the talk of the town, okay? From Web Life Season 2. And I like Tony, however, and I want to confess, I like Tony, however, it's a little bit of two-faced stuff going on. And I also think he should tone it down a little bit when it comes to his personality. He gives great personality. He can read. He got jokes. But I think that he should stop with the flip-flop.
I don't think he's reading. I think he's like talking shit.
I think it's reading. I think he can read. And I think he should tone it down.
Reading, you got to read the person when they there in front of you. Like, that's talking shit when they ain't there.
Nah, I think it's reading. It's reading. It's just the flip-flop is what makes it fake. You know what I'm saying? But he can read. And it's just giving me very much, and I don't know if y'all going to agree with me on this, but it's giving me very much production puppet type teams. I don't know how y'all feel about that.
So yeah,
and see how he feels about that.
I feel like that's just who he is. Like, he give me like that. He just talks shit about everybody when they're not around. He act like he cool with you and you there. Like, you know people like that. I hate people like that. Like, you come to my house and everything cool when you there with me, but then when you leave, now I got roaches. Like, that shit crazy. And who look up reviews to people's apartments before you go over there?
Somebody who ready to talk some shit. People who looking for shit.
Yeah, like if Ken invited me to his house, why would I go Google Ken apartment reviews to see like what they talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's dumb.
Looking for some mess. That's all he do, honestly. He feeds off of bullshit. And I feel like he wouldn't have an identity if it wasn't for the shit that he talks and the fake friendships that he have. Every chance that he gets, he says something, even if it's nothing. And it gets very, very tiring. It's funny as hell, but it's just like, bro, I hope somebody smacked the fuck out of you. Because they didn't push you hard enough in the pool because there should have been a little blood stain in the water from you stubbing your toe on the bottom of that shit. Because you definitely...
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I saw everything, and right after that, I saw how Lady Monet had read him from Phil.
Oh yeah, Lady Monet always in, and she always gonna go in, honey. So what was Lady Monet talking about? Because to be honest, I didn't actually see Lady Monet on Tony.
I think pretty much she was actually talking about him after the car incident when he said that he had roaches in his apartment. So after I guess he seen that, he just went in on him. Well, I mean, she went in on him. I'm sorry for the pronouns, but yeah.
Carl said she followed me all around the city, then got in them green screens talking shit. D, how do you feel about it?
Y'all see, y'all go to me. See,
oh yeah,
no,
I saved the best for last. I was like, I want to know how she feel.
The person who really got his ass was Tremel, though. If y'all saw, because you know he took a personal attack on Tremel.
He did.
So Tremel ass went on like a whole. He lit his ass up. I had to pull up the picture so I could get what he was saying. He called it Peppa Pig.
I seen,
yeah, Tremel called it Peppa Pig.
Story where he was talking about
he said, outpour, y'all need help with casting because this raggedy hoe should have never have made the cut. She built like a little mini fridge with a list from all the dicks she sucked that corroded that jaw. I hate snakes.
Okay, like these what does
Tony was on her story, right?
Yeah. So D, what does Tony actually do? Like, why is he web life? Like, what does he do?
I don't know. Do y'all? I'm waiting to find out. Just like
that's a good question. What does he do?
Like, what does he do? Like,
see, this is my thing. Yeah, y'all wanted it, y'all get it. He needs a moment. So, what he's trying to do, he's trying to be the star of season 2. He's trying to be the Carl of season 2. Y'all know how Carl got started and everything. That's why every time y'all see him, he running off at the mouth and he trying to shade different people. You know, whether it's shading Carl or shading Tony, it was somebody. Like, he literally followed everybody around for a storyline. So I hope that he don't run across the wrong person because everybody ain't gonna take that bit. Is given very much desperate, and he can only read when he is not in somebody's presence. He can't read you live. He could talk shit about you behind your back, but he can't read you live.
That's not a read though. That's not a
yeah,
read.
He can't read. He's very much. Let me write down this. Okay, this sounds good. Okay, let me go in and say this. So, and the thing is, that scene actually took the executive producer by storm by surprise because he didn't even know about that scene. So one of the other producers had shot it. So that was a surprise to us all when we started editing. Like, what the? He said what? But to clear it up, Carl don't have roaches. The shit that he was saying about Tremel and his men is far from the truth, especially about his living situation. He just want a fucking moment. He want us to keep talking about him. But baby, I need you to come again. He don't do shit, but just sit around and try to be important. Because if y'all remember the whole basketball wives drama between Jackie and Malaysia, he's the one who got that shit started.
Yeah, with his tongue tied.
The shit starter.
Yeah, with his tongue tied there. I can't stand when he be talking. His tongue so damn big and shit. When he be talking.
Now, see, I'm not gonna start on you with the big tongues.
And then look,
Vision, is that your name? He said,
I
hope he keeps the receipt for that botched basement work because it's not given. How y'all feel about the body?
His body don't look good. He look built backwards. Like, he looks stupid to me. Like, he got booty dude. Like, how can you have a damn BBL?
We talking about Tony Mickey.
Tony from Web Life. I just feel like he did what a lot of people did and got the BBL. But you know, after you get a BBL, you're supposed to go to the gym. You're supposed to wear your waist trainer. I think he didn't do that. He probably just went back to eating seafood balls and chicken wings, and then the stomach just came back. But he got the booty. He just don't have the curve.
I feel like he should have got a breast augmentation as well because you sitting up there with your body done and your titties sitting on your
maybe
chest.
a liposuction.
Yeah, so he need to get the mommy makeover, the mommy body, the mommy makeover.
Especially if you walk around acting like a bad bitch. If you're gonna walk around like a bad bitch, be one, and not having saw bad bitch anywhere, you're driving around in a Ford Focus or Fusion.
Exactly, I was
like
gonna say that.
You're a normal ass bitch. You're a normal ass bitch, and you just so happen to get some care credit the reason you wouldn't got your body done.
And then he live by perimeter. He like he live in Buckhead or somewhere. You live off near perimeter, okay?
He showed up at what you call house, and he was like, "Child, I thought 50 Cent and Suge Knight and them had a shootout." I said, "Ooh, well, the house looked good to me."
That's what I'm saying. Like, why you over there?
Like, the house is nice.
To be honest, like,
my bad, CJ.
I mean, from everything that I'm hearing, I just feel like he needs to take a look at himself first before he talk about other people because there are like some insecurities that he may have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's insecure and he wants to have a moment. That's
And
all
he
it
wants to
is.
have attention.
So he
All
needs
right.
to go back, try it again.
So
You
anybody
gonna make
got
yourself the
anything else
main
they want to
character.
top off on that subject?
Yeah,
before we
I'm
move?
just gonna say, if my friend bought a house, I would not be saying that about them on no show. Like if I seen a bullet hole, I'd be like, okay, you know, I see the bullet hole, but I ain't finna mention it to you. I might be like, damn, like after the cameras leave, like, damn, Karen, you got bullet holes in your house? What the hell you got going on? You know what I'm saying? But
Man,
You
I
know me,
will
I'm bring
support them.
it up first.
I don't have no
Oh, it's a
house.
bullet hole. Don't
So
look at
if
that.
my friend go and buy a hood shack for $27,000, you own something and you did it. I cannot complain. I don't have a house,
Right,
so
me either.
that's
Tony
something
apartment
that
is
I can't complain
non-existent.
about.
We've
I
never
do, but
seen
I'm
it.
renting my
Okay,
house. My house
tell
is
it.
rented. It ain't mine.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so let's
Also,
move on from
wait,
web
real
life.
quick though.
Okay,
Carl was
let's
on his
move on. Let's move
real
on from web life, and we're gonna go
Wait,
ahead.
Kim was saying something.
I
Hershey.
think Ken was gonna say something.
Mhm.
I was gonna say real quick, Carl went on his little date with the boy. You know, they like to speak on their credentials and speak on everybody's credentials when they introduce him. He's been on this and he's been on that, girl. And I understand you proud
That
of that,
day.
but that date
Carl,
was awkward. It's awkward as hell. It's
and I'm
always
gonna ask
awkward.
Carl, like Carl at the time, were you feeling him at the time? 'Cause I know you're in a relationship now, but at the time, were you
But
feeling
they go
him?
together now.
Now Carl goes with somebody else now,
Oh, I was about to
but
say
like
he
at the
actually was.
time, I feel like Carl was feeling him. Carl was like, "Damn," he walked up. That's how Carl looked when he looked at him. Do you think
Alex
Carl feeling
Jonte
him?
building. He wasn't feeling him. We
No.
laughed when he got off. As soon as he got done with the day, he called me laughing. What does Tony do for a living besides talk shit and with a bad list? Ooh, y'all, look, Tony.
Terrible,
Succotash, goddamn.
Jonte said, Alex Jonte said, yes, Danita in this space. Yes, she be beating
Thank
it up, y'all.
you.
Yeah, she
I
say.
might know how to do the Instagram
Mm-hmm.
tutorial so I can be tuned in. Baby.
Oh, Alex, I told
What?
D I'm gonna send you my headshot because I want to be in assistant 3.
Child, please.
Speaking
You're going to be the security guard standing outside the building.
Okay.
speaking of the
For women
assistant, Alex
coming in.
Jonte Productions is in the building. We did big you up at first, Alex. Alex, while we're doing this, can you please drop down and type in the premiere information, please, and thank you.
And Hershey, you
I'll
gonna
be
start
in
shading my
Atlanta.
rolls, Hershey.
I'll
Ain't
be
no
in
small
Atlanta.
rolls.
Okay, I'll be in Atlanta this weekend, but depending on what time the premiere is, will determine whether I'll be able to go. Is it invite only or?
No, it's open to the public.
Okay, because I want to go, even if I just poke my head in and meet some of y'all just for a little bit. I want to be there. So let's move on to T-Spill's topic. We're gonna get into the
Why I gotta be
Royal
my topic?
Rumble
My
of
solo topic.
Instagram. Hold on, we're gonna get
Yeah.
into the Royal Rumble of Instagram. Drake Simpler versus Trey Howard versus KL Allen. So go ahead, give us the info on what was going on
What's
with
going
that. I
on?
know you got
Well,
the tea
from
for
what I
it.
seen, you know, like Dre Silver and Trey Howard been arguing since last year, since that retreat
Yeah.
shit. So like, it had to be a good 2 in the morning, and I get, you know, a DM saying they going at it. So I start watching it, and I'm like, damn, they still going at it all this time. And Trey was saying some shit about Dre Silver. I don't know if it's true or not. Dre was saying some shit about him. You know, Dre was going at his man and his career and saying that Trey ain't about shit. And then the thing that got me was when Trey said something about G status, but I don't feel like he really was clowning KL. But Hurricane KL came in at 3:30 in the morning and went the fuck off on Trey.
He say her
went off on Trey Howard. Like he
Not
was
her.
spitting and foaming out the mouth like, God damn, KL.
Speak. Oh, Jesus.
KL called that man.
I
Trey
think
Howard
it's
said
that
that
on all the ass.
he's a designer, not designer, but what is he say? A stylist, my bad. Yeah, he said he a stylist.
Mm-hmm.
KL called him a costumer. That you don't style, you costumer. I was like, damn. KL and
Oh
KL
my
said, bitch.
God.
KL was like, bitch, I been had my LLC. You just got yours. We ain't on the same level.
Y'all,
Oh my
honey, they're
God.
gonna be reading Trey Howard about just now getting that LLC for the longest.
He had to change his picture
him
again.
up. Honey, Styles by
I like Trey Howard. You know what? Trey Howard always been nice to me. I like Trey Howard. Dre Simba, my friend. my boy Dre Simmer ain't never told me like, hey, don't fuck with Trey Howard or nothing like that. He ain't never said nothing like that to me. But I fuck with Dre Simmer the long way.
Stop. Let's stop acting like that boy is a fucking angel. Okay?
Oh.
He most of the shit that Dre Simmer is in, he starts it.
Lord, here y'all
You feel like Dre Simmer started, kid?
Dre Simmer always starts it. He always starts it. So I'm never gonna not believe that he didn't.
Well,
so,
I ain't gonna lie. I've seen on some occasions that Trey have been picking in his story sometimes with Dre Simmer. And Dre Simmer don't say nothing to him.
But who started it for real, for real?
Well, I think Dre Simmer commented on Chasing Dallas season 2 something crazy about Trey, and it started since then.
That dinner table scene on the first episode. That dinner table scene on the first episode of Chasing Dallas Retreat, where Dre Simmer said something and Trey Howard took it to heart, and it's just been back and forth since then. If anybody can remember something that happened before that, please let me know. But that's the earliest thing that I remember.
They made up at the retreat though. They made up at the retreat, and I think Dre was saying when Trey Howard went on the money and started talking shit about something he said at the retreat, it started back up again. And Dre was like, "Why would you go on the money and talk shit?"
His whole interview with Amani was going off on Trey Howard.
Whose side y'all on?
Nobody's side.
Nobody's side because it ain't paying me. But to be honest, I believe Dre Simmer started this back up because when we was on that 15-hour live with KL the other day.
Not 15
hours.
When he was on that 15-hour live, I would think it was when he came in the building. I think Dre Simmer said something. You know how Dre Simmer do. He threw something out there, and then it just sparked up because him and Roman got into it during that live as well. So Dre Simmer said something. Now y'all know I love my Dre, but he started it.
CJ, who you think started it? CJ, I know you. Dre Simmer got history. I know Jay.
They said why. Somebody in the comments said, "Why isn't this beat playing out on Chasing Dallas?" It would be interesting because someone don't know how to go on a production and like act accordingly. So they got fired in the middle of production after being on one episode.
They have a few scenes. They have like 2 or 3 scenes together. It did kind of play out on there.
Scenes together.
They had some scenes together.
And then he got his ass fired.
CJ, what you think? Because I know you got an issue with
Ernest. I really didn't get a chance to see the live on like what happened, but all I saw was Thirst Trap Boys like posting comments between Trey and Dre Simmer going back and forth.
Alex?
But that's all I seen.
Alex Jonte said Chasing Dallas in the retreat has just not captured my attention. And I've really tried. I've also lived in Dallas.
Oh shit. Well, Alice, Reese, so I think somebody gonna be here in a minute from Chasing Dallas, so you can, we can ask them about that.
And then Carl said, no shade, they needed it to give Reese a break.
But is there anything else y'all want to top off on that before we move on to the next?
I want to say one last thing. I hope that they can just make up and be friends because, like, they really don't have no reason to be going this hard at each other for real, for real.
They don't have no reason to be friends either. I feel like they should know each other. Just leave each other alone.
Yes, right. Trey Howard should style Dre Simmer, and Dre Simmer should teach Trey Howard how to read. Moving on. Let's move on to the next. So we're gonna
who doing interviews?
And his Kelly Price story about Kelly Price as we
me?
No, I'm talking about
he's talking about mental health and Kelly Price.
No, I'm talking about I went ahead and decided to Wendy Williams, baby.
No, Wendy Williams. Same thing. Wendy Williams.
Kelly Price, Wendy Williams. But
talking about Wendy Williams and mental health.
We have Miss Wendell Williams. Bye.
Are you saying bye to Wendy?
Yes, look at that picture.
Why you put this
Wendy was good.
As you all know, Wendy Williams struggles with addiction on cocaine, and she also has recently got COVID. And after getting COVID, she was hospitalized for a psychological evaluation. So she just went through a whole lot of shit real quick, and then she has been seen, I guess, vaping probably vaping morphine or some shit, in order to, I guess, escape the harsh realities of COVID. This bitch can't even breathe, and she just vape in front of paparazzi, and it's just really, really, I guess, confusing in a sense because Wendy always got so much going on, and she always talks so much trash about so many people. It's like, girl, you are a lost cause for one. Your husband done cheated on you. You're talking shit about health, and then you in the hospital. It's just like, Wendy, I think you need to go ahead and quit your show and get your life together personally.
I agree.
Anybody else got anything to add to that?
I agree. I don't think the spotlight is what she needs right now. She needs to just wrap up this last season of her show, and she really needs to step out of the spotlight and take the time to get herself together, because she's just falling apart, and it's actually really sad to see. As a woman, we actually, as anybody who's been in a relationship, we all know how it feels when that person you love betrays you in the way that her husband did. And then she just kept going. She kept going, and said she's falling apart at the scenes, and he's poking fun of her. And that's probably not adding to, that's adding to her current condition. So she just needs to split, you know what I'm saying, and get her shit together. This bitch is taking me out of her. Oh,
It is
God.
killing me.
Listen, y'all.
I can't handle it.
Listen, y'all. I don't feel like Wendy should just keep doing the show. I love watching the train wreck. And if she want to keep going on there and, embarrassing herself on national TV, she didn't fuck with enough people that I feel like this karma. And just keep letting her go on and keep making an ass of herself on down national TV.
A part of me feels like that karma, but there's another part of me as a Black woman that feels a different way about it. And there are 3 of a Black woman's worst nightmares that Wendy is going through right now. Like that, like for real, like dead ass. Like a younger woman coming and taking your man from you, suffering from body image issues, stuff with your body image, because Black women are the most criticized when it comes to body image, and drug addiction. That's 3 of the worst things that can happen to a woman. And the drug addiction is probably a result of those other 2 things. So
she's been on coke since she was on coke for a while.
I didn't know that she was actually on drugs.
Yeah, but if you look at the biographies, the 2 movies that she put out about herself, the Raggedy one and the Good One, and then when you look at her tell her life story, it shows that her mother body shamed her from little girl all the way up. Like this been before us reading her. This been before us calling her the letter P and talk about her ankles and all this. Like, this is old.
Yeah, she got stovepipe legs.
I'm kind of split in the middle when it comes to how I feel about what she's going through now. There is nothing inside of me that makes me be okay with her husband dancing around her on social media and talking about her while she's in a wheelchair and can barely function. I'm not, I can't even lie. Like, I'm not really too excited about that. And Kevin Hunter spoke, and he was like, on Twitter, he posted a picture of himself and his new girlfriend, and he was like, good vibes all week. So thankful to the Most High God for all his blessings. I tried to tell him health is wealth, not money. God said they'll learn. Have a blessed day. And I just feel like when a person is going
why
through
they read it,
first of all, which God is he saying it to?
Child, tell me how you feel, because I don't know. Tell me how you feel, T-Nickers.
I just feel like he's a demon. And as far as Wendy goes, I honestly feel like she just needs to take a break from everything, because she's been taking L's left and right.
We love to see.
She really has been taking L's.
If y'all want to see Wendy get read and cleared, go YouTube Judge Mathis clearing Wendy Williams. That's the funniest shit I've heard.
I'm sorry, Whitney Houston did that.
Ken, Judge Mathis is the worst one. Judge Mathis is the worst one.
Who Judge Mathis?
I listened to the Wendy Williams for fun. I mean, the Whitney Houston one for fun. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah,
Judge Mathis better.
Did y'all hear the one where Monica hung up on her?
No.
Y'all know Monica Thug.
Y'all seen the one where Jocelyn went in on him?
More nigga.
Jocelyn, so hold up. Jocelyn wasn't playing.
You should give me my flowers.
Jocelyn is a whole trash box.
So let's go ahead and move on into the hot seats.
Ooh.
Let's talk about the hot seats.
The hot seat.
Yes.
Y'all ready? Okay,
On the
gonna be
burn.
good
Yes,
tonight. We're gonna
We
be
ready for the hot
good, you know what
seat.
I'm saying? See, look at y'all. Hold on, let me take a sip, you know what I'm saying?
Take more than one sip.
Yeah, take a shot.
Take more
Take
than
two
one.
shots.
Okay.
Wrong. Baby, Diva, she was on an island. She got her Caribbean girl makeup on and she's sipping on some rum with a pineapple stuck up.
She gonna stay with the last
Not
regardless
playing
of
with
what.
y'all.
Oh, yeah, she on the
You know, I
island.
be
She gonna stay with the
trying. I be
lads.
trying. All right, so tonight, you know, I'm gonna cover it. I'm sorry, Ken. We got to talk about Nicki Minaj. We got to talk about, of course, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit on web life. We gonna talk about this G status stuff and Kelly Price. So let's jump right in. So, we all know Ja went MIA on us when it comes to web life, and the show that was already 2 years old is now like 3 or 4 years old. So KL has stepped in to finish up season. What's it, 2? And he's currently filming season 3. Now, so here's the issue. Everybody's been trying to figure out. Oh Lord, y'all. Oh fuck it, it's my job. We finna talk about it. So everybody is trying to figure out why is it taking so long to finish out season 2. I got this tea a couple months ago, so I've just been ready, just sitting on it. The problem is Ja didn't pay them people. So about 4 months of film was deleted.
She ran out for the church's money.
Yeah, fuck no, the
That's what
church's
she
money.
did. She ran out for the church's money.
That's just being honest. I didn't pay them folks. They deleted the footage, and the only footage that KL has is from Panama City and the reunion. That's it. So right now he's trying to edit to give us a close up.
Did he use the money to check into the mental health facility?
I don't know what he did, but hold on. Here's the tea. Oh Jesus! I remember that show, The Official New Atlanta, that was supposed to come out in the spring.
That was supposed to come out.
It didn't come out because that footage didn't get paid for either, and that whole season got deleted.
Oh my God!
Wait, is that the show? Our guy's boyfriend's supposed to be in.
Yep.
Oh.
Then they had the whole beef with the on the way up about the promo piece.
Yep.
And they didn't come out. They caused all the commotion about that, and they didn't come out.
You see how everybody has quietly went through that little, ain't nobody said nothing about nothing. That's what happened to it. That footage got deleted. Now, I've been sitting on this for, Carl, I've been sitting on this for like 4 months now. I've been sitting on it.
I knew Joe went crazy too. I know he went crazy
got
too.
one question though.
I was going.
Go ahead.
I was going to clear. You remember when we got into it on G Status Live, me and our guy. I was going to clear it and drop the TV in, but I said, you know what? I'm not worried about KL. Me and KL have already spoken. So this ain't got nothing to do with KL. I was going to drop it in, but that's what happened. Like the footage got deleted. Their season is gone. So I commend KL for jumping in and trying to come in and salvage what's left for the season to give the fans, the ending of season 2. And he's currently filming season 3. I think we're gonna talk about that leak soon. So that's what's going on with G Status. So
I have a question.
Yeah.
So is he working? Is it true that he's working on another show? Because I've been hearing like from
Glam Devos.
Glam Devos, yeah.
Yeah, Glam
Devos.
Devos.
His hand is in many pots, and I have to commend him on having his hand in many pots, which is part of the reason why the video leaked on the Spillaaa page of him going off about time. Because when you have 4 or 5 things to do, if you got 3 shows going on at one time, and if you got 2 fashion shows going on that week, you're working on a whole lot of stuff. So if I say 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Now, if it was me, if I have a window for y'all from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., We have 6 to 9 p.m. If you show up at 8:45, you won't be seen in this one.
Okay.
Now, that's
Exactly.
I mean, business
because
is business regardless of
because
what.
if I'm on a strict schedule, I'm not about to be sitting around waiting on people to do cocaine in the bathroom and do
Right.
all this
Not
stuff.
cocaine.
He
Showed
spoke
up.
about it in the video.
What
Business is
they said Lady Monet and Akeem showed up 3 hours late. That's what I heard.
And
Lord,
then did a line in the bathroom.
And did a
That's what
line
I
in the bathroom.
Wait.
Between D. Rashawn and T. Spillaaa, y'all be getting all the TT. So I don't know.
Akeem,
I
I
just
know
be seeing what's
Akeem
on
been
people's
known to
stories.
do like cocaine, so I know Akeem do it.
Why is it that Akeem is always in some shit?
My God,
Because
he
Akeem,
always in the middle
Like
of
that's what I want to know.
everything.
Like, why is he always in some stuff?
he messy as his
Hell, he was in the
eyebrows.
middle of that. What's that?
Ken, what you say now, Ken?
He messy as his eyebrows.
I see y'all ain't.
Well,
finna
D,
talk
this I
about
want to ask you, D,
eyebrows.
real quick. Is that why you and Argyle got into it on the live because of the show, the Atlanta show?
I have no freaking idea. That honestly, that took me by surprise because I'm sitting here chopping it up with KL, and then I'm seeing him in the comments, and I'm like, "What the fuck? We've been cool. We ain't never had no issue." So once he started popping off, that's when you know me, you only gonna say too many things about me before I just completely snap off. So that's why I snapped because you sitting up in here, going at me, and I'm like, "Bitch, what? Bitch, who are you talking to?" So that's that on that. But I ain't supposed
I
to.
don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all. But was my panties the only ones wet when KL was going off in their live?
Yeah, you probably was the only one.
It was snapping off, and baby, it just reminded me of some of the best D I had in my life. And he was just snapping off.
Yours
Like,
side probably was wet.
KL was pissed. You motherfuckers ain't no more drinking on the damn set. I'm with him though. I would be pissed off if I showed up at 6 o'clock and you bitches showed up at 9 o'clock. Hold on now. Hold on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, Alex, the talent wasn't paid.
No, the camera people, like the videographers and stuff, wasn't paid. And they said they was just sitting on the footage. It was taking up space, and since they weren't paid, they deleted it.
It's one thing. Another thing that I do want to speak on as well. I was told that Ja was going through some mental health issues and some substance abuse issues. So when I found that out for the first time, I kind of withdrawed from talking about, oh, well, Ja didn't do this and Ja didn't do that. I kind of withdrawed from that because I am in a sensitive space when it comes to stuff like that. Now, you have some people who will false claim, and yes, I'm saying false claim.
Who be false claiming?
And continue to do their regular daily activities. And then you have some people like Ja who you have to hear from other people that they're having mental health issues and they dead ass ain't been on social media for 8 months.
He's
so
been on the show. I talked to him
I have to take that back and I have to just like sit back and let everything play out the way that it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's the mental false claiming for me when she said
false
that.
You know who she talking about?
I said it. Yes, like
Or
you know who she talking about?
I know what she talking about.
I don't care too much. Look, and Akeem, baby, you funny as hell in your confessionals. You are my God person. But you posted a post on social media saying for your mental health, you have to withdraw from web reality. And 2 days later, you announced that you would be on season 3. I gotta call you.
And then deleted that post like we didn't see that.
Listen,
the people like we didn't see.
Hershey, the people told me in Atlanta that the congregation told me about the king that the king get high as fuck and go around and start painting every nigga in Atlanta. So I don't know how true that is, but they say he be painting every nigga that he fuck.
You the one took a picture of him coming out the building or something.
No, I ain't. Tremaine took that picture of him coming out that building, not me.
Running or something.
Tremaine LaCar took that picture, not me.
They got a paparazzi picture of a king running from the people.
Tremaine LaCar. That was Tremaine LaCar who did that. That's Blue Flame.
Oh, don't go Blue Flame like that. Look. We're gonna go right along.
Tremaine getting popular. What's the next one, D?
Jonte gonna say he too old for that.
We already talked about web life. I ain't gonna run Tony on it a little bit, I just need him to get his life together. I think Carl gonna serve him up on this Wednesday's episode. I dropped a couple teasers on that already. We see Carl in the studio getting ready for his performance of Prideella. And then we see them at the housewarming where he confronts Tony about the Roach comment. So we finna see some interesting shit here. Because you know Carl don't play. But before we get to Kelly Price, we're gonna go to Nicki Minaj. First of all, sorry, Ken. I need Nicki to do some self-reflecting.
Why you apologizing?
Not gonna be a Barbie. Look. Before you go into it, D, she ain't gonna be no Barbie, baby. She gonna be a rag doll when I get finished. Cause I got some things to say.
Ken all for Nicki Minaj though. Like Ken support it.
Look, you know what? First of all, I've never been a huge Nicki Minaj fan. She got some songs that I like, but I have to. First of all, she's been trying to make herself relevant. If y'all notice, Nicki Minaj ain't never this active on social media. She's trying to make herself seen so bad so she can get back in. But I think however, she gonna stop playing in our face. I just find it very disturbing that she's always aligning herself with pedophiles. From her husband to her brother to Tekashi 6ix9ine, and then her and her husband have threatened his rape victim, which the paperwork came out that she did indeed call that woman and did threaten her. It is a report out there that she did do those things, and I'm just like, Nicki, why? You could have dated any man in the world. Why did you choose to marry a pedophile? You know what I'm saying? Somebody who had to ask permission to come to be able to go to his own child's birth because he had a curfew from him getting out of prison. Sorry, Taylor, I know you're Barbie too. And I just find her moves very calculating. Like after that interview with Jennifer, she popped out at a concert, but earlier that week she was talking about she wasn't finna risk her baby's safety by coming outside to be seen. But yeah, you jump out on concert at the Lil Durk concert 2 days after her husband get drugged. He is a pedophile. If he raped that woman, I don't give a shit with nobody. He's a rapist. He's not a pedophile. You're right. He's a rapist. He raped that girl. And he did time for raping that girl. And that's just what it is. He's a registered sex offender. I mean, it is what it is. I find it interesting that she always aligns herself with rapists and pedophiles. And I'm trying to figure out, baby, what in you is broken? Because you could have had anybody in the world and you chose to be with him.
Taylor said they're not facts, though. Taylor said they're not facts.
Hold on. Wait a minute, just a second. Because I have to interrupt, D, you're accurate. But except for the pedophile thing, the thing that Talib, I can tell you're a Nicki Minaj fan, and that is okay. I want to clear some things up, and I want y'all to listen to me very, very clear. Yeah. Dear D, you were very, very accurate, except when you Talib, D did not say that
he's right.
Was a pedophile. She said that she's surrounded by pedophiles, which is a fact. Now, I want to go ahead and give people the facts before people give their opinions so that people can know what information they are working with. Now, first of all, when it comes to Nicki Minaj, I'm going to give you the timeline. Nicki Minaj has a brother who has been tried and found guilty of raping a young girl under the age of 13. She pumped him with financial backing behind his case. And with that being her brother, I can't argue too hard against that. That's kind of iffy, but whatever. Moving on to the next. Nicki Minaj called herself surrounding herself on her own island, being away from all these other female rappers. But when the other female rappers come up and they bring back the whole Little Kim and Missy Elliott and the Brat and all of that time period back where we want to see a bunch of them in there, all of a sudden she's feeling threatened. So she goes and she does a song with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Let's not present that. You said
wait a minute.
You said you was presenting the facts. That's your opinion, baby. That's your opinion. That's not a fact.
That's not. Let me finish.
That's your opinion. But go off, sis. But go off, sis.
Let me finish. Let me finish, baby. Let me finish. During the time that she did the video with Tekashi 6ix9ine, he was actively on trial. This is a fact. This is a fact.
He was not on trial for sex offending. He was on trial for his issues with Treyway.
He was on
He was.
trial for.
Now what
Yes,
I'm
He
not
was on
taking away the
trial for
fact.
that.
I'm not taking away the fact that he was on trial for doing the thing. It was a sex offender thing that was, but at the time that was not the case. Where you presenting facts, face, this is the fact. You saying she's feeling upset and jealous because other female rappers in this island. That's all your opinion.
Oh, that's an opinion. Yeah,
that's definitely opinion.
Okay.
But don't say I'm finna present y'all with the facts. You said I'm finna present y'all with the facts and then share your opinion. Let's keep it on facts and then we'll all share our opinion. Then we can share our opinion. But go off, sis.
Yes, the facts that I'm giving are the court facts. Now, me saying
the court did not tell you that she was on her own island and jealous of other female rappers.
She said she was on her own island.
I give you that, baby, but please let me finish. Okay.
I'm gonna let you finish, but finish with facts.
Go to the next, that is fine. Let me go to the next. So when we go to the next,
Lord have mercy.
During the time period that she did the video with Tekashi 6ix9ine, Tekashi 6ix9ine was indeed factually on trial for sex with a 13-year-old girl. How it played out, I don't know. You never heard anything else from it. Moving on from that. Now you have your husband situation. Thank you, K-Star. Now you have the husband situation where there is another sex offender. No, I did not say pedophile. You can be a sex offender in 13 different ways. No, I did not say pedophile. But you move on to another sex offender. This is a repeat offender of a person who is surrounded by sex offenders. Now, when you move on to her husband situation, the sex offense that he was tried and convicted for during the age of 16 for raping another 16-year-old girl, we don't even have to say alleged on this show because he was tried and convicted. We can say he did this shit. When we finish with that, follow up in 2002, in a gang shootout, he shot and murdered a man, went to jail for it, was tried and convicted in 2006, and did not get out of jail until 2013. When you sign up to be in a relationship with someone like that, everything that comes with them is what comes with you. Now, I go back, let me backtrack and say, me saying that she felt the way, that is an opinion. That's an opinion. I give you that. But everything that I talk about when it comes to her court documents, or his court documents are facts. Those are the facts. The court documents that I speak of are the facts. What I say about what she felt, that's an opinion. Now I'm going to get into the opinion. The more I see the pattern behind how she moves and what she does is more of the reason why I feel like Cardi B clocked her ass with that shoe on the red carpet. Because see, there is a language, and this is something.
She wasn't hit. She was not hit with the shoe.
Okay.
We need to send Taylor the link. So Taylor
I agree. This conversation is a mess.
We need to send Taylor the link so he can get her and state the facts.
He doing her. My sister telling the facts.
And that is okay.
Anyway, hey T News. T News, how do you feel?
Fine. But moving right along to the part where the whole shoe situation, all of that throwing of the shoe, personally opinionated. I understand why it happened, but there is a language that women speak that men don't speak. Indeed, I think that you can agree with me on this.
Yes, we do.
That intuition and the reason why we do certain things, that's a language that women speak that men do not speak. And
we got intuition too.
Push our opinion on why people do the things that we do. And also, last but not least, people who have been sexually violated by men or however, maybe it was an adult or whatever, that is a very tough crowd to go against. If you go against that crowd, I can't, at this point, it's just nothing much to say.
You had a lot to say that's not much to say.
And see, that's the point, because what she's saying is she has aligned herself with men that has committed sex acts against women, and anytime another woman is involved, she's going at them. So I'm just getting her the side eye right now, because it's like you doing a lot, and it's saying distraction. I want y'all to stop talking about my husband, and I'm back outside. Ha ha ha! I'm back outside, and it's like, nah, baby, you need to go back and you need to do some stuff reflecting, because I give it to her. The bitch dominated for 10 years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
she
She do be spitting. She is very gorgeous.
I give her
but
that.
I got something to say when you done, D. I got something to say when you done.
I was sure about to say we're gonna let the women have this conversation.
Now I just
The
want to say
choices
something
that
when she
she
done.
make,
I feel like
it just throws me. Go ahead. What you say?
Now CJ, I'll let
What?
CJ go. I'll let CJ go.
I was gonna say, like, every time I hear Nicki Minaj and her husband, I just feel like everybody just be so mad for no reason. I mean, why are y'all so mad about a celebrity that's not even mad over people talking about y'all? You know, so it's just, I don't know, it's just too much, to be honest.
See,
I feel like, you know, Nicki must know something about the story that we don't know. Because I feel like deep down that she would not have a child with a rapist or a pedophile. They said she knew the girl from back in the
and a
day,
murderer.
and you know what? I mean, I could date a murderer. You know what I'm saying? Unless they went on a killing spree like Michael Myers type shit. But like if they was that shot a
If
nigga
you
and
was in a
killed him,
gang shootout, I
and
could probably
I could date you. But like I feel like she would not date a pedophile or a rapist. She probably don't believe what she probably believe in what he's saying. That is true. She know more to the story than we know. So I feel like she a top tier celebrity. I don't think she would get involved in shit like that if she knew he really did this shit. So I feel like she just believe in her nigga, and she known him for years. She know him better than all of us know him. So I feel like she just doing.
And I'm gonna have to play devil's
think,
advocate against you just for a minute, T Spillaaa. I have sat back and watched Nicki Minaj make public moves that were only good for her career for way, 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 way less tedious things. And y'all know, way less. So that's the only reason I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
You said you watched her do it. You said you watched her.
Since we've seen her collaborate with Tekashi 6ix9ine, marry the husband that she married.
But that's business, though. That's business. That's business.
Put almost $500,000 behind her brother's statutory rape case.
I would do that for my brother too if I didn't believe he did it.
Just to wait until Lil Nas X reach out to her for an album collaboration and say no. I've seen way.
Let me say this to you.
What they got to do with that?
Ken, let me say this, Ken. Okay, but we seen the R. Kelly documentary. R. Kelly been fucking little girls for years. So are we gonna go back to all the artists who made music with him and say like, hey, y'all fucked up for making music with R. Kelly, knowing he been raping little girls or sleeping with underage girls?
And the documentaries tell you that.
Jay-Z did a whole album with him, 2 albums with him almost. And are we gonna go back and say, oh, Jay-Z, I can't fuck with you because you knew R. Kelly was like sleeping with little girls? Because you know.
Now we gotta cancel Beyonce. Beyonce,
so we gotta cancel Beyonce now. So I gotta say, oh shit, I can't fuck with Beyonce because your husband made music with a pedophile. So I'm not gonna listen to your music no more.
Okay, so we're gonna agree to disagree on this one.
That's not fair.
That's not fair though. That's like
Hershey had a whole lot to say.
She had a whole lot to say about that.
Somebody constantly surround themselves with the same type of person.
Yep.
Let's go ahead.
No. All the people who's around R. Kelly. Look at all the people who's around R. Kelly. Look at
everybody was around R. Kelly.
Everybody was doing this. They was bringing the kids to him.
You say what now?
All the people who was around R. Kelly, they was bringing the kids to him. His team, Sparkle, all these singers.
Everybody involved should have took their ass straight to jail. If you participated in his crimes, if you knew for a fact and you said nothing because you was getting some type of financial kickback, your ass need to be in jail too. Like
and that's cool to say, but where's the outrage? Where's everybody else's outrage like they got towards Nick?
Oh, I've been vocal about that since the very beginning.
Some of us have been sexually violated and don't play about stuff.
It ain't just some of us. It's a lot of us have been, especially in the LGBTQ community. Most of us are this way because of what happened to us when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't take that away. I understand y'all saying it's women tuition, but y'all don't know what the hell a lot of us went through as well. So the outrage, I guess, that y'all have towards her, I think it's because y'all feel like y'all could possibly be in her shoes and y'all wouldn't make that decision, but y'all don't know the facts of exactly what's going on. And just like John said, like, where would do y'all honestly think she would sit there and do all of this and do it with the intention? Oh, I know he's a rapist. If that's why y'all think she did it, then that's weird.
Okay, well,
no.
it's not the actual relationship that
And then,
wait,
and then just I'm gonna interrupt because you wouldn't let me interrupt you. And then y'all talk about the court documents. No, stop, please. Y'all talk about the court documents. You talk about the court documents as if the government don't fabricate shit on black people all the time.
Come on, man. Okay.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, right.
At what point do you stop attacking black people and
Taylor
actually
just
hold
said a
black
perfect
people
example.
accountable
Michael
for the
Jackson.
things that they did?
We love Michael Jackson.
The
FBI
really no.
Raped her.
The FBI released a 15-page document stating that.
I stopped listening because I can't hear because I wasn't listening to.
But like Taylor said, Michael Jackson, we love Michael Jackson. White people, black people, everybody love Michael Jackson. But they said he was sleeping with little boys, and we still buy his music. We didn't believe he did it. All the proof we had that he did it, they still go back to Michael Jackson.
The FBI released a 15-page document that stated they found no evidence that Michael Jackson had any sexual relationship with any child. They released it's some public information. All you got to do is type it in the web. It will come up. It is a 15-page document that states he did not have any sexual relationship with any child. It is a rumor that we ran rapid with. So that's that on that. And since and let's go to Kelly Price because we all feel away about Nicki.
Period.
So
all
I'm gonna say is this on Kelly.
Not 9 cases.
Ooh,
Kelly.
9 cases.
It came out. Hold on, we gonna go to Kelly Price. It came out earlier this week from her sister that Kelly Price was missing. She stated that she hasn't talked to her sister. She hasn't seen her sister since she checked in to the hospital for COVID. She didn't know who she was. They filed a police report and they went to do a welfare check. Then her lawyer made a statement that she is alive and well and she is recovering. The sister did go on later that night to say she doesn't believe the manager, and she hasn't talked to her herself, so she doesn't believe it. So over the past couple of days, everybody's been praying for Kelly. Is she okay? Everybody's been making speculations about her husband. Every friend of hers was talking except Kelly. So finally, Kelly speaks last night to TMZ and says that she had COVID, she had lung COVID, almost died, and she went in to tell us all of her business. My thing is this, Kelly, just like you did an interview with TMZ, you could have came out and shut this shit down a long time ago and say, hey, I'm alive, I'm recovering, and that's that. She didn't even have to tell us any details. Just say, shit, I'm alive, we good. This is where it gets messy. Now, you know, when it's a hot button topic, everybody got something to say, everybody's gonna chime in. It got interesting when Nikki Gilbert came in and she posted this video. Until I talk to my friend, I don't know what's going on, and millions of black women go missing, and this is something we have to take serious. Okay, she had this conversation with her. Then she came back and said, I talked to Kelly, she good, but we gonna talk about it anyway. So she went on her show, she talked about her show, then she came out and she started, basically telling all of her business. So the Brat got on, the Brat and BB Judy got on Instagram and cleared her ass last night.
Cleared. I seen it.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yes,
they
cleared her.
It's on the Shade Room, Hershey.
And see, out of those things, we learned a couple facts. After they cleared her, we learned that the sister had not spoken to Kelly since their mom died a year ago. So they weren't currently on speaking terms. So we don't know why it was this outrage for her sister to file this police report because she hadn't spoken to her when she ain't spoken to her for a year anyway. So that's one thing. Two, her children had spoken to her and told her sister that they had spoken to her, and she still continued to go around and say, I haven't spoken to my sister, I haven't spoken to my sister. So my question is more like the Brat. If everybody is saying they have spoken to her, why are we still in this huge outrage?
Facts.
I'm confused. And I'm also confused as why damn Kelly just didn't go live for 10 seconds and say, hey, y'all, I'm alive. Y'all cut the shit out now. Something, I don't know. I feel like something we're missing. But are we entitled to know what we're missing? No, but we know as hell. Since y'all done did this national spectacle, we want to know what's the real tea. What y'all think about this whole Kelly Price situation?
I'm looking in the comments now, and it say Nicki McDade said it's her sister got a song coming out.
Because
so this could be a publicity stunt.
That is between her and her sister.
Carl, stupid.
I can't say
Carl crazy as hell. I feel like it's a bunch of missing pieces to the puzzle. I kind of threw it. It kind of threw me all the way left. She was like, she died and came back to life. I was like, girl. And that's what she told TMZ. I was like, girl, what are you talking
about?
Now,
when she said that, I was like, you flatline. Do you mean you just lay in the bed or something, or you just died? You just came back to life.
It's a bunch of missing pieces to the puzzle.
She said she died for real, though? She said she died?
Yeah.
She flatline. I'm like,
girl.
You just
Carl, you know what?
Walk back up. That's what happened.
That's what she said. She said she came through and they was like, do you know what day it is? You flatline the whole night. And I feel bad because she has suffered some major losses in the past year. Her mom, her grandma, her granddaddy or somebody, and then she said she died.
Because that's one thing that she did post on her Instagram. And I'm following her on Instagram. And I did notice that she wasn't posting a lot. And she did talk about a whole lot of losses in her family. Now, that I can say. And she talked about it on her Instagram. That I can say.
So I give it to her, and I've known people who have gotten COVID. Carl got it twice because his ass won't stay out the street. But I had to mess with him. But I've known a lot of people who've gotten COVID, and I know some of my classmates actually were literally fighting for their lives with it. So COVID ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? But I think it just would have been simple for her to come out and just say, hey, I'm back. It's a lot of missing pieces. It's really messy at this point. At some point, I hope her and her sister can heal from whatever happened surrounding her mother's death. But I just, Kelly could have just ended this shit a long time ago.
He really didn't just have to come out. Just should have just posted a picture on Instagram like, I'm good, and just going about her that.
I think these celebrities' family.
We didn't need that.
I think these celebrity family members depend too much on the internet in order to get attention to the family, to expose who people are and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think if they make these family members sign contracts to make them shut their ass up about shit going on in their personal life, then they'd be a lot better.
No,
listen.
iPhone or Android.
Nikki said, when I'm sick, I don't tell everybody, though. There's some family I don't fuck with neither. I understand. Kelly not entitled to tell her business, hence the hippo, goddammit. I agree with you. But anytime, like Kelly Price is a celebrity. She's known. So anytime this is now in national news, everybody is praying for Kelly. Is Kelly all right? It has become this huge media thing. At one point, do you come out and say, hey, I'm alive?
Listen,
I'm
Kelly
good.
just went.
I'm recording.
Kelly Price just went to Waffle House downtown.
I'm not with you.
She done got them cheesesteak, hash browns with chili on top. She went home and got the itis, and she was in a coma. Them cheesesteak, hash browns, Waffle House, good as hell downtown.
This girl,
she just got the itis.
No.
I saw
they found her at the Steak and Shake. I said they play too much. But check this out, though. Kelly Price.
She was at some establishment now. I don't care what nobody says. She was eating somewhere and got the itis.
I'm going to say some. Kelly said, I died. Girl, shut up. You was asleep. Oh, I can't stand y'all.
But look, check this out, though. Kelly Price is in this weird space where she's respected for her craft because the woman can sing. Kelly vocally is in my top 10. And I can't honestly say, hey, she may not be everybody's favorite, but she might, she's in my top 10. However, the money and the way her life maneuvers may not necessarily reflect that. So it could put her in a situation where even though regular folks ain't checking for her, her fans are like, "Oh my God, where's Kelly Price?" So I can see that happening, and I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying? I can look at her and be like, you know, Kelly in my top 10. You know,
how long was she missing? How long was she missing?
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's some missing pieces.
It's a lot of missing pieces, but I think it's very telling on the sister. Like, you and your sister wasn't even speaking for a year. Why did you do all this media circle shit? Like me and her, we had to square up because if you have not spoken to me and you have filed a police report, you are going to the blogs, you are going to news, telling everybody I'm missing and we haven't spoken. And the truth is, we haven't spoken in a year. When I can breathe, bitch, I'm coming back to slap the shit out of you. Okay, because that was just too much. But Kelly, I really feel like this dragged on too long. You could have just ended this with a picture or a quick little live saying that I'm okay, and that would be that. In the future, you know, text somebody, snap a photo. I'm here, bitches, and just put it in there. And these family members, stop putting your family business out in the street. Please go somewhere and sit down. Just go somewhere and sit down because you did the most for absolutely no reason at all, sister. Go sit down.
Is she the one who is Kelly Price the one who came up with the song about sleeping with her friend, husband, or boyfriend?
As we lay.
So I ain't expecting too much from her anyway.
She might have been with her nigga. She might have been with her side nigga. You never know. She might got a side nigga. She could have been with him, laying around, you know, go to Waffle House, meet your nigga, go back with him.
Because her husband ended up getting COVID with her. T, I'm gonna stop. Would you in this Waffle House? I know what stop.
No, why she had COVID. D, that's why she kept eating. She couldn't taste nothing, so she kept eating it. And she's like, "Damn, I can't taste nothing. Like I know Waffle House better than this." And she kept eating it, and then she got into a coma. Like she passed out. They tested her when she fell out that she got COVID. Oh, that's why I can't taste nothing. I'm embarrassed because I ate all that food at Waffle House and I couldn't taste it. I thought y'all didn't season the food right.
So while all this stuff was going on, did her husband do anything?
Her husband in the
house. She said that her immediate family members were in the house with her, and the only people who reported her were people who do not interact with her on the regular. And that I can also attest to because my dad, he can call me once every week or once every 2 weeks. And if he want to check and see if I'm still alive, check and see if I'm talking shit on social media. If you see me talking shit, I'm breathing.
I'm alive. Right.
That. This is something that's not even communicated between us. You know what I'm saying? So
you're gonna call me a fat ass Kelly Price.
Look,
if my text in 6 hours, my friends be like, "Shit, is you okay? You in jail? Like something going on that we don't know?" You know what I'm saying?
Right. I don't know what I was doing one day. I did something and I didn't call Carl or text him or send him no videos. He called me like, "Bitch, you live? What's wrong with you?" Like I was busy. My bad.
Social media will tell you everything about somebody still breathing. If you know somebody posting every day and they just stop, you gotta be like, "Hold up now, where you at?"
Right. So that's all I got for the hot seat, y'all. We gonna slide in. I think it's Ken up next.
Tell it.
Or
Tell it crazy.
What tell it say?
He's on football, baby.
I wonder if she met. Tell us that. I wonder if she met Jesus. I
met Taylor though. I met Taylor at the Dreamland little thing. So I seen Taylor. Taylor seen me for real. Yes, Taylor. I am a football player for the Falcons. I just don't get in.
I am glad that Kelly is okay. I just wish
my God, I'm about to scream.
Stupid as
He can't. What did he say? She's really got that jock. What? I can't.
That jock bill.
Now who
Thank y'all. You know, thank you. I'm gonna try to get back in the gym to get a little bit better.
Oh Jesus! All right. Moving right along. T News. I think this is you, baby.
Yes.
HD Production.
Yep.
Okay, so Corey Knott, which is the producer of HD Productions, he's actually currently filming for his newest project that he just came out with, and it's called I want to say it's called Surviving HD, and it's about his dance team that he started back in 2013 or 2014. And from there, that's how he came out with his production company called Production. So I think that particular project is going to be about what they do, like outside of, I want to say, clubs and stuff like that. Pretty much about like revolving around his J-Set team and the people that's on it. So basically, I think that would be interesting to see, especially on VH1. So that's another thing too. It's going to be on VH1.
Oh, okay.
And
bring a little twist to it.
Yeah.
So is it just like a? I guess is it just like a him and his dance team, or is there a premise to the show? They working towards competitions, or?
I want to say is kind of sort of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little exposure, I guess, for the community.
Carl, you're the messiest person in America.
He do make shows of porn stars though. He do make porn stars though. Like he do make porn stars. I see Sherrod in a lot of his productions. So you know Sherrod in a lot of scripted productions.
No,
So
y'all, when I see Sherrod on Wish.
Wish? What you mean Wish?
Y'all know that where he did that photo shoot in them athletic underwear, the real like long ones that come to your knees? Like he was on Wish for
Well, you talking about
look, Sherrod booked and busy. I'm not gonna hate on Sherrod Hustle. He booked and busy. He always doing something. I love Sherrod. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like talk about him like that.
Sherrod is a part of Team K-Star.
Sherrod is the reason that I was introduced to LGBT web reality because I was a
not really like third graders.
I was a fan of Connection TV. And that's because I was a fan of Bad Girls Club. So when Bad Girls Club stopped, A Connection TV started covering gay stuff. And when he introduced Sherrod, that's how I was introduced to G Status ATL Hustle. Yeah. So that's how I got into all this. So I got.
I'm screaming.
My introduction. I'm not hating on Sherrod. I love Sherrod there, but my introduction to Sherrod was on.
No.
Listen, I said I'm not gonna talk about that.
What's up? What was your introduction? Tell it, T.
My introduction to Sherrod was, I guess he went on a cabin trip. Listen, this man a pro at what he do. He good at what he do now. I ain't gonna lie, but I see him in the jacuzzi. It was 7 dicks lined up. And he blowed all 3 of them dicks, all 7 of them clean as a whistle.
That's none of my business.
I'm just saying, he good at what he do. You know what I'm saying? Like we all, you know, if we want to do that, we should do how he do.
Sherrod do what Carl said he want to do to you.
Sherrod can't act.
He can take. Sherrod need to get classes on what he do. He get paid for that.
Carl, I got a question to ask you, Carl. What was the name of the film that Sherrod was in when
he can't act?
He was babysitting his friend's apartment, and the friend went out of town. And a dude that the friend messed with came over to the house, and he was trying not to mess with him, but they ended up fucking. What was that? He was a
tell it. I wish I was one of the 7 because how he cleaned them up.
Carl, what was the name of that? Sherrod played in it. I can't remember.
Mute him. I can't hate. You know, Sherrod is a part of Team Star. He went down to Florida and killed it along with Carl on that stage. You know, I that's all I'm gonna say.
He bust out with the snake.
What kind of snake?
The snake dance where he rolled.
Because they said that's when love takes.
He a fan of the snake.
They said it's called. That's when love takes over.
But real shit, Sherrod is talented though. Like Sherrod is talented. He can act. He can dance. I'm being dead ass serious.
He's feeling on some head.
We can work that out another time. But he can act. He can dance. He great at, you know, what he do the porn situation. He good on reality TV. He a triple threat. He a triple threat. He can act, dance, and fuck. That's a triple threat.
Mute him.
That's all I gotta say about Sherrod.
Yeah. So moving right along.
So is Reese coming on tonight? If not, we can get into Chasing Dallas.
Right, let's go into Chasing Dallas. We already hour 14
All right.
in.
So
Is he coming? Is he coming on though?
Huh?
Is he
I
coming
guess
on?
not, because Todd's showing the thing. Chasing Dallas, season 3, episode 2 reaction. AKA,
I did not like her. Thank you.
AKA Ariel O'Hara versus the Call She Hoes.
I have a question.
Yes.
About this one particular scene where they was at the first pink party. So Markel mentioned something about he reached out to someone in Atlanta. They had a dating show. So the only person that I could assume that he may have reached out to was Kevon Barnes, the Shit We Do for Love. And after he said that, he also mentioned that he eventually got blocked afterwards, but he never said why. So my question is, what was the reason of him blocking you?
Oh,
That's a good question.
So
It was Kevon. It was Kevon.
let me slide in Kevon DMs and figure out why he get blocked.
Yeah, let D. You know D gonna find out. D gonna find if you need something find out. D. Rashawn gonna find it. D. Rashawn found out who I was before I even told him about who I was.
Look,
That's because Dre Simmer probably told her.
Dre Simmer didn't tell her. Nah, she found out before that.
He gave me some crumbs, and I was like, "Oh, this is you right here, ain't it?"
And she sent me the picture. I couldn't even lie. Like, yeah, that's me. Like, damn.
Okay. Before we go to the audience, we have coming up, y'all. Next week, we're gonna start doing
we didn't go into G status.
We ain't really talking about.
Oh yeah, G status.
We still talking about chasing though.
Yeah,
we haven't talked about chasing, and we haven't talked about G status. What time limit are we on?
We can go as long as we want.
I'm trying to keep it up to 2 hours.
YB did a 5-hour live. We can go longer.
Nah, we ain't trying to.
Both got live.
Yeah, we ain't
no, I'm just saying he did a 5-hour live, so we can go.
Okay,
we only
we're not trying to do a 5-hour live. Where are we at?
I'm not talking about him like that though, honestly.
An hour and 16 minutes.
An hour and 16 minutes.
Oh, we're good. Okay.
All right. Let's chase this.
Hold on. Something ain't right.
You sound robotic, D. Hold on.
Well, Ariel O'Hara, I like to call this Ariel O'Hara versus the Call She Hoes. And Call She Hoes, basically what was explained to me was people who don't really hang out in real life. The only time you really see them is if their name is on the call sheet and y'all meet up to shoot a scene on reality TV. Yeah. So Ariel O'Hara was basically expressing that she really don't care what they think or what they're talking about because she's not real friends with them. Now, I feel like this is Ariel's episode because we got a chance to see her moment at Trey Howard's birthday dinner. And we also got a chance to see her make an outfit for an exotic dancer. And I think it was really cute. So we got a chance to see her work. Other than that, I want to know, because I don't know, exactly what was the drama going on at the dinner table. Does anybody know?
They felt like Ariel was going back and forth between everybody and letting everybody know what somebody said about somebody else. And Markel relayed that message to who? Markel said that message to the light skinned boy. What's his name? Carrie. I guess that was a conversation between Markel and Carrie, and then that's when they came to her when we felt like you the one going around telling Reese what we do and all this stuff. But it's like at the end of the day, Reese is the producer of the show, and we're never gonna forget that. He's gonna know what the fuck going on. That's how he keeps the show going.
Yeah, of course. But Ariel telling her though, I give it to her. If I could make a dress in 5 seconds for a drag queen to roll around and pick dollars up, it's good too. I mean, she got to be quick with it.
She's still out there so scared of what you gonna say.
One thing that also with Gary was I guess when he made the comment about Reese. So I was wanting to know, like, did him and Reese get it recently or something, or what's the dynamic between them?
Why everybody hate Reese? God damn.
I like Reese. I like Reese.
Everybody is taking Reese.
But I do get what they saying though, because about Ariel like going back and forth like that. It's not good to go back and forth in a group of people, like especially like when two friends are beefing. I have been caught in the middle of two friends beefing, and it did feel like I was going back and forth when I wasn't. But like it can feel that way when you talking to both people at the same time. So she should have just shut up and just let whatever going on between them go between them. You put
I
yourself
feel
in the
like she
middle.
probably was, but they
They're
think she
trying too
wasn't.
hard to be the villain.
Oh
But
Lord.
But like I feel like call sheet hoes for saying all that is like that puts you like you above people. Like she was like, I didn't know none of y'all before I did this, and I would never be around y'all unless we doing this show. It's kind of like you feel like you better than me, so I don't want to be around you at all no more. If that's how
I
you
have
feel in that scene when she said if she would have talked to me like that, I would never want to be around her again because you feel like you better than me. Like all you do is make dresses. How you better than me? I can go
look.
make a dress. I
I'm
can learn
dead
how to
as
make a
fuck.
dress
Now all you
tomorrow.
do is make dresses.
I would have to disagree with you on that because I think that that's Ariel's way of saying she's really just mentally disassociated from these people, and she only acknowledges them as associates and not friends. That's what I got from it because
No,
from
but
what
like
was
I don't feel like I'm
explained,
better than it. Just like me telling
it's
y'all
not
like
better.
if I'm doing so much on here, like I don't want to talk to Ken. Y'all, only reason I'm on here because Ty asked me to be on here with y'all. I don't like none of y'all for real, for real. Like why do I feel like I'm above y'all? We all get paid the same thing to
That's
do this,
not
which
what
is
I
nothing.
got from that. What? So what about what Ariel said made you feel like she was above? She saying that she was above.
Because she said y'all call she hoes, and I never knew none of y'all before I did this. Only reason I'm around y'all is because of this. Like
But
Yeah,
it's like
call
in
she
that case,
hoes is a term that is used to say if it was not for the show, we would not hang out. So again, I'm saying
she's
like
saying like
her.
I do more stuff than y'all. Like I do more than y'all. Like it
like
came off
I'm
like she do
Ariel
more
and
than me.
y'all call she
Yeah,
hoes. Like
yeah,
not
y'all
like
call she hoes.
That's
We
crazy.
all on the same free show. We all not getting paid nothing to do this. So like, if you so above us, why did you come and do this shit for free?
So
If you
Right.
so
so booked
so
and
what
busy, you
about
could have been over
again?
there
I'm
making
asking
your
what
dresses,
about it
getting
made
paid.
you feel like she was saying she was above? That's
her
what I'm
statement
saying.
alone makes it feel like that
Her
because
statement
why
alone.
are you referring to people as car she hoes? If anything, all these people is on the same title board that you on.
Yes, you are.
Like, so what is it that you feel like? What makes them car she hoes? Because there's been times where you've been caught somewhere with other people. You know what I'm saying?
She's
They didn't
talking
make
a
it
little
seem like
too
it was
loud.
you and them. It was y'all together, and like I only fuck with y'all because of this show type shit. Like it's like, well, go find something else to do then if you feel like
Yeah.
you be doing other shit.
Well, get out. Leave now then. Get up and leave. Ain't
No.
nobody begging you to stay here.
T News, do you have anything you want to say about that?
She ain't get paid. Tell it.
To me, call she hoes sound really corporate.
It does. It's so
Like
even. Child associate. That's what I got from
yeah,
it.
it was like the more she kept saying it, I just kept thinking of like call center and all this other stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, like a job sort of thing. Like I won't hang around nobody I work with.
yeah.
Like for real, for real. But
Oh,
I
is she
wouldn't call
not a
them
call
call
she
she
hoe?
hoes.
She there? Yep.
Okay, so
That's
T
what I'm getting
Spiller,
at. That's exactly what I'm getting at.
T Spiller,
She
do you
will
have?
too.
I have an example I want to use with you that we've discussed before in private.
Okay.
Conversations about how we don't want to get in trouble. We don't want to be associated with certain people. So when we go to work, if it's not about work, I don't talk personal with my employees. Does that sound like you feel like you're above your employees? And we've had
That's
this
different. That's
conversation.
different though. Like when you on the like, well,
How?
I think Ken would be better answer this question. He did the ensemble cast with the show he was on.
Well, yeah, experience would be a good. That would
Yeah,
be a good
you
example
know,
then.
like if I was on a reality show with people, I wouldn't feel like I'm above them because I'm on the same thing as them.
Where is the
Like
above?
I would not do it if I felt like I was above the show and them. I would have not done it. So like Ken, like you was on the show with 6 or 7 different guys. I feel like if you felt like you were better than them, you would have never been around them.
So,
And
Ken,
Am I
explain
right?
to me because you're a person who has experience with it. So,
Yeah,
explain to me.
exactly.
so if I am invited somewhere and there's a group of us, there's nobody presence there that's more important than nobody else's. So for one, you calling them call she hoes. So you're at Trey Howard's birthday dinner calling them call she hoes, which means you don't fuck with nobody in this room except yourself. Then why did you feel the need to go and get dressed up and do all this just to go sit in the room with a bunch of people that you don't associate yourself with? When you're going to
Facts.
work, you're putting on a uniform or whatever the attire is, and you're going to do a job. When you go to Trey Howard's birthday dinner, what is your job outside of being there? If that's the case, if they're just caution hoes, what is you're trying to build a personal relationship with these people if y'all don't already know each other, and that's why this show is a networking opportunity. You calling them caution hoes, and you sitting at another stylist's birthday dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all are in a sense, y'all are more coworkers than anything because y'all can collaborate or bounce ideas off each other. But you want to cut it off and make it like it's never going to go further than being caution hoes if that's what you will always look at them.
And then look, Ken, then she got upset because she was sat farther along at the table than other people were. So if you don't care about them, why you care where you sit at the table?
Yep.
Exactly. Like, and why were you there in the first place if you don't care? You have bigger and better things to do if it's Ariel in the car sheet hoes. That's like the background singers in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And this, like, I don't know how y'all feel, but I don't think this is the Ariel show.
Exactly. Listen, if Jeremy Copeland can get on Chasing Atlanta and do that shit, and he on damn Stars TV, he on Amazon Prime. He never treated them like he was above them.
What's that man's name? Damn, what's
Cohen
that
show.
man's name?
If Jeremy Copeland can go to Chasing LA and film that show with him, and I don't know if he getting paid or not, but if he doing it for free,
he on tour with Taja Call as a background dancer right now.
Nah, if he act like that, I can understand that because look, he on damn Stars TV on damn that dancing show.
Something up for season 2. That's what I feel like.
Huh?
I feel like they low-key there's something up for season 2.
How you feel about it?
Why do I feel that way?
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, I was asking.
No, hold on. Somebody said, okay, so this panel is about. Hold on, Hershey. Somebody said, okay, so this panel is about tearing the LGBTIA community down and not providing solutions. Got it. We're not tearing nobody down.
How did you come
the
up with
president?
that?
I gotta say something to the president right quick. The president, the same energy that we give the Real Housewives of Potomac and the Basketball Wives and all the other things, how they have the freedom to say and do the things that they want to do. The LGBT community also has that same freedom, and we discuss those platforms the same as we do the rest of the platforms. But
ain't this show called Messy Monday?
About
yeah.
You know what? Stop all that cute shit. Look, this is fucking messy Monday. Your ass knew what the fuck you was getting into when you stepped up in here. Don't come in here with that bullshit. We talking just like you would talk about anybody else. So if you don't want to hear what the fuck we gotta say, bounce your ass the fuck out of here.
And if we was tearing her down, we'd say her dresses was ugly.
I'm not tearing her down.
Hold up.
I did say I wish I had that talent to make dresses in 5 minutes for drag queens to roll around in.
Don't bring this shit up. We said what we said. That's it. We said what we said. If you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Okay, let's move on to another person.
Child. Anyway, yes. Okay, so
yes. How do y'all feel about Eric?
I don't like him. I feel like Eric is trying too hard to give this persona that he's a bad bitch and like you're just a bad bitch. Like, you know. Like, And then that look he have on his face irritates me. His look on his face irritates me with them big ass eyes. I always look like somebody about to knock him upside his damn head.
He look kind of like sealish to me, like sea lionish in the face.
Like slow.
He always look greasy.
Very much Smokey the Bear. Like
he look greasy.
Oh my god.
Oily. He looked like when your mama used to send you out of school and put Vaseline on your face in the wintertime.
What really happened with Eric was when he made up that lie about Robert Ray, and I'm like, girl, it sounded like to me that it took him about 3 tries just to make up the lie, and he still lied. And I'm like, girl, if you can't lie, just shut the fuck up. Just talk about something.
Yeah, like, did he lie?
Right.
He lied on Dre Simple. He said Dre Simple like go have sex to pay for his family, whatever he said. Some shit like, what the fuck? I ain't never heard of Dre Simple having sex for money to pay for his family. So that was out of the damn.
It's like almost every lie.
Ken, I don't know what you heard, Ken.
I ain't say shit. I said,
like he was practicing it.
Yeah, I just don't like Eric. Just give me like.
And then another person who bothered me is George. George tries to. All George talks about is not liking Reese. Like that's all I ever hear. And then, I guess the theme is pink. Okay.
Did George have a BBL too?
It's same storyline.
No, I'm saying he had some work done. I ain't trying to talk about him. I know he had some work done because I seen him post like his breast, like he had like a breast augmentation or something. Like I don't know if he had fluid in his titties and he got them taken out, sucked out. But he did have. Reese said on his thing.
Every time you open your mouth, I be scared, Lord Jesus.
Reese said something about the eyes and the breast. He said like I can't get shit sucked out of me or do something to my eyes. I know he did something to his eyelids. I don't know what he did.
Have y'all noticed something about the 2 pink parties?
What's going on now?
Trey wasn't invited to the first pink party, but when he came to his birthday, George was there.
He sure was. He was only invited to the after party or something, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that was quite.
So what y'all think about Robert Ray?
I'm rating on him a queen out.
He does, Ken, low-key, if you watch it, he does low-key queen out.
I know he do, but I'm just saying he gonna have a moment where when I see queen out, like somebody gonna make him mad and he just don't like show the whole like head knocking and moving and fingers rolling and everything. That's coming very soon.
Ken, I be getting Ken, like he trying to hold it in. Like I can tell when he had to tell with his good girlfriend. And he get in moments where he finna queen out and then he catch himself like, oh, I'm on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Let me out like this hard ass thug nigga. So but you a queen, bro. You walking balls, you get chopped.
But regardless of that, though, I do like he ain't did nothing that makes me just not like him.
Listen,
I mean, when I'm a person, like to me, he act like it's if he, I guess a queen or whatever.
If you're a queen, that's cool. We embrace it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
It's okay to be a queen sometimes.
Yeah, you do nails. Like, we know you one of the girls who do nails. Like, you do nails. You used to do hair. Like, you just not this thug, bro. Like, just be yourself on camera and queen out and be like, girl, child, shake your head.
Well, they are in Dallas, and I don't know if you know, but Dallas is like French for butch queen.
Oh, for real? I ain't know that.
Might as well be. Dallas is full of butch queens, so he kind of fit into the persona of Dallas people. Honestly, like the main.
Dallas, so CJ, you a butch queen?
CJ is from Arkansas.
He live in Dallas.
From Arkansas.
But like I said, Dallas is French for butch queen, and he fits right in. Honestly, the other people on the show are not like that. Most of the Dallas people that's kind of in the mix.
I'm good.
Exactly, Taylor. You a throw with lashes. Yeah, you can be a throw with lashes. Ain't no wrong with that.
So for the next topic, well, the last topic, we're going to talk about our expectations, what we expect from G Status this next season, the end of season 2 and the beginning of season 3. So anybody got any expectations, what you expect from them, any predictions? One thing
I expected not to happen
is that KL did talk about in his live about G Status is that the people who wrap up season 2 and do their last confessional will be paid, and season 3 cast members will be paid. Are there any objections to that, or?
I agree. Like, if talent, if you're getting paid based off the platform, then talent should have some type of compensation. And that's my thing for everybody. If you're gonna go to any type of web show, make sure there's some type of financial kickback for yourself. Because you are dedicating your time and you're dedicating your energy to filming. And I just believe that you should just get paid for the work that you do. But shout out to him for working that out. They are currently filming now. What I would like, I'm not going to say I expect, what I would like is for them to show each cast member equally and no favoritism this time, because we missed out on a lot of, personalities because we were focused on 1 or 2 people. And we finally get some fresh, up-to-date content, because the stuff that we're seeing right now is 3 to 4 years old. So let's wrap up season 2, get that out of here, and let's get some fresh new content. So I'm expecting, something new and nothing 3 years old that we arguing about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know 2 people on there. I'm not gonna say their names because I ain't trying to mess them up.
I know 4 people are going.
I know 2 of them.
I'm looking to see the new people who are.
Yeah, like I'm waiting to see the 2 people I know.
4 people have
People I
confirmed
know,
with
Hershey. I
me
want to
that
see
they
them
will
though.
be
I want
on
to see
G
them on there.
status. I have 4 people who have confirmed with me that they will be on G status season 3, and I'm just waiting to see who the other 3 people will be.
It's more than 7. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's more than
Well,
7.
there are 7 cast members, and then the other people are friend of shows.
So
I
it's
think I
like
know the whole
7
cast.
official cast members.
Huh?
So it's like 7 official cast members.
And
Yeah.
then other people who are friend of shows. And I got this. Y'all, I'm actually getting tea in my little inbox in my DM or whatever. But somebody came in for the first time. I'm excited. And they told me that it's 7 official cast members and the other people are friends of the show.
Hell, if you
But
watch Hell,
I want to
he
see.
slipped up and named one of them.
I told Tremel I want to see Tremel go back in some kind of like capacity. I want to see Tremel back on there because like he fit good. Now he started from season 1. I feel like he should keep it going.
I want him to be the same him from season 1 though. Season 2, Tremel was like, I don't like
Yeah, he
y'all.
was
But
different.
season
Yeah,
1,
like
he was definitely involved way more.
well, he
Hell,
said
let's
so. It was like the viewers. He was saying like he. My bad, D. You can go.
No, I was trying to read what they said. I need to see Jamel and Roman settle. The cast trip, Jay the friendship was all Devon and Sherrod and his man. Devon and Jason will make up. And for the new cast, I don't know. I want some old people back. But as far as Tremel, we got a disservice with Tremel season 2 because it was a lot of favoritism played. And we didn't get a chance to see like him. People don't know Tremel put out like a great body of work out with his album 6-page letter. He did a lot of work with corporate mouth. Like I think he did some modeling around that time. So it was a lot that we weren't, that we didn't get a chance to see from him that, would have been great to actually see, him working because this is what he does every day, all day. This is not something he does for a storyline. That's what we have in bad with our reality show girls. We got storyline careers, but this is what he actually does. So hopefully he does come back and we get a chance to see like him. And you want to see Delicious and Akeem make up.
So
somebody commented that some foreign Dre Symbol have made up. Like I don't know if y'all know that they made up like a while ago. And they got.
I have a question for you. So I have a question for you. So, when it comes to Tremel, I have stated publicly that I felt like I like to see Tremel on talk shows like these. So, when it comes to his character on G Status, do you think that his actual talents were not displayed the way that they should have been? Because as a viewer, for the first in the beginning of the second season, what I got as a viewer and a reviewer was he was with Corday a whole lot, and then of course the stuff happened with Ja, and Corday was out of the picture, and then for the second season he was thrown to the wolves. Do you think that that's what happened with Tremel, and that also the fact that they did not showcase his actual talents played a part in the fact that the way he looked when he was on season 2?
Season 2 was very interesting. It's no secret that Ja had his favorites. And Tremel is a free spirit. He does what he wants to do. You can't put a battery in his back and tell him what to do. I know a lot of his confessionals, he said this even on that live, a lot of stuff that he said in the confessionals, that material he felt was given to other people to say because he was seeing word for word, but he said in those confessionals come out of other people's mouths. So I think Ja just put him in there as a filler and tried to orchestrate some drama with him. And we didn't really get a chance to see who he was. So I think under the direction of KL, if he comes back, we'll actually get to see like who Tremel is because he's a funny ass person. Like he's really dope. He's cool.
Yeah. The main reason I asked that was because when I saw him on the show, I'm not even gonna lie, my first impression was, oh my God, he's a follower. And then after the whole G Status thing went to a pause and a hiatus because of what happened to Ja, I was like, Tremel do radio and he do music? Like these folks ain't tell us none of this stuff. So I was like, when was we gonna get all this information and when were they gonna showcase this on the show? I didn't know all of these things about
exactly. because he even like he did like Tramel is just not interesting. You think he's not interesting? Like he even did was with Tamika Scott. Like they even sang together when they he interviewed her. They sang together. He interviewed what? He interviewed a lot of people, and with the corporate mouth they did a lot. So we just didn't get a chance to see all of that stuff. But
I remember seeing everything he was doing. I remember seeing him modeling. I remember seeing him doing music. I remember seeing his podcast. So I don't know what it is that y'all saying he's not getting. Anytime Tramel got on camera with other people, he decided to talk about them and how he didn't want to be there. So it's like if I feel like if the opportunity that he had on camera, if he didn't take that to show what he showed and he wanted to talk about how he didn't want to be where he was, then that's on him. But I do feel like Tramel's arts was definitely displayed on the show.
Tramel, I like Tramel. Tramel real cool. Tramel give great advice. Like I done talked to Tramel plenty of times in the DMs.
Olivia
He give real great advice.
I'm talking about on the show. Y'all all know this boy personally. Like I can tell DMP is very biased because that's her friend, things like that. But I'm talking about from a perspective of the viewers on the show. We saw Tramel working. If anything, I saw Tramel and Charlie working more than anybody. So I don't get what y'all saying about him not being, I guess, being kind of thrown in the mix and starting drama around him and all that stuff because he was in the drama as well as showing his work.
Hey kid, I feel like he's trying to show his business.
Olivia Pope said that Tramel only gave friend of the show energy along with Corday, and that's kind of what I received for season one. For season one, that is what I received. And I felt like in season 2, it was so many scenes, especially a scene outside the club that night where Akeem and Delicious got to fighting. It was given very much. I'm trying so hard to be in the camera, and they're barely letting me in there. And then after all of that, he got on Imani and he explained everything. And he was like, "Man, I just feel like all of my potential was not displayed." And that is the way I felt. Yeah. I was like, "Come on now!" Like,
but we kind of all walk away from shows feeling like that. We all feel like that. It's always I didn't get the show this, and I didn't get the show that. It's just about like when you do get the opportunity, then you have to take it for what it is and make the best out of that moment. That's why you don't see me getting on the camera and embarrassing myself if you watch like the first couple episodes of Cowboys, because it's like I know I'm not the main character. There's other people involved. So anytime that you see me, I'm going to put my best foot forward.
Well,
I feel like he got a lot to offer for the show.
Yeah, I feel like if he comes back, he really needs to just like, bam, this is who I am. This is, and really make a statement. So I think this will be the time for him to come by. They got new management. It's a new group of people. And he feel like he didn't get his shine before, then he needs to come back harder. And say,
so you know what to do now.
Right.
So
he's 3 seasons in now, so you should know what to do.
Actually been, and this is for Todd, Ken, or people in the comments. Anybody who has actually been on a show after you got on there and maybe something worked out different than what you thought, or maybe you got gooped or whatever. Have you ever said, "Oh, this is how it goes, so now I'm gonna go and do this"? Can you give like a specific? Because I want to know, like, actually, what is it like to be on one of these reality shows, and what have you learned and said, "Man, you know what? When I come back this next time, I'm gonna do it like this, so they can see me like this."
I think when you go with like that last thing you said is more so when people start thinking you're calculated, and I think that's kind of what Trey Howard is going through right now. I really want to show this, and I'm this hustler, and I'm this. You know what I'm saying? But it don't always translate well to others. You gotta open your mind to the fact that there's multiple people watching, so there's multiple opinions and multiple perspectives. And if something's not working for you, if you're vocal about it and you can't do nothing to change it, you either got to make it work for you or realize that this is not for you. Other than that, like reality shows, I feel like there's way too much thought put into the actual reality part, so it don't come off as reality no more. So it's like when I say put your best foot forward, it's kind of like walking into your job interview in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Or even at your job, you have this certain image you put on at work, and that's the part that you want people to see. You don't need nobody to know that you smoke weed outside of work or you get drunk every day or anything like that. So if you're a hustler and you get yourself on camera, you know what I'm saying, show yourself hustling if that's the part that you want to be shown. And if you know that there's going to be drama and things like that, you don't have to put yourself in those situations if you don't want that to be shown.
I feel like when I did it a minute ago, I feel like the producers make you a character. without you knowing it. Because like I felt like when I did it, when I sat back and thought about it, I don't even have a personality like that to argue with people, but they put you in situations where you argue with people. Like if I don't like D or CJ, they put me with them majority of the day, so they know that we're gonna clash. And then add alcohol into the equation, we definitely finna go at it. Like if I don't like D and CJ, if I get drunk, I'm gonna tell them how I really feel when I'm drunk. And the situation I was in, like they did that to us often. And then like I started timing it when if I'm talking to Ken, it was only one camera in the room. But like if 5 cameras come in the room, I feel like okay, yeah, D finna come in here and start some shit with me. We finna argue because why 5 cameras in the room when it's just me and Ken in the room? So I started kind of picking up on it. And you do play on that shit. Like I do 5 cameras finna come in. I'm finna get ready to cuss Ken ass out because he trying to talk some shit. So I feel like when I got done with it, I was like, damn, man, I feel like they made me a person I ain't. And I fell for that shit. I feel like a dummy. So I was like, I'm gonna take a step back from that shit because like I ain't like it.
It's like that's kind of you realizing it wasn't for you.
Yeah. And I don't like nobody, like, I feel like they clown me, like, because they made me, I went into the situation, like, can't nobody do that shit to me. Like, you can't make me no character. And they made me one. And I'm like, damn. That shit, they got a storyboard. When I went in that room and I see that little storyboard they had, and they had our pictures up and they had, like, shit, situations and all that. So they really produced this whole shit. And we posted, when we thought it was a reality TV, I thought I was doing what I wanted to do. And they made me do that shit without even trying.
So, going to the comments, I know Hershey, you wanted to refer to the comments. So, K-Star is agreeing with you, Ken. He said, but what Ken said is true. Reality TV is not for everybody. You got to know how to work it for you. Just Jay said, the problem with being so bothered is no one is going to bother with you. Let's see. And Tell It said, you know, they like to emulate Housewives and other shows, which is true. And then Olivia Pope said, who is an example of a good all-around entertaining person from these shows for future references for newcomers?
And it's Olivia Pope asking from a viewer standpoint and a behind the scenes person, because I know Spillaaa and Ken got behind, and Todd, of course, got behind the scenes.
I feel like on the web series, we talking about web series.
Yeah.
Like shows, I feel like just one person.
Well, I guess probably it'd be if we could anybody could pick one.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not being biased because he in here. I feel like Carl a really good entertaining person. And Carl don't even got to be entertaining, like, because he in drama. Carl is funny all around.
Carl definitely deserve a clear platform.
Yeah, like he funny to me, like, just in general. Like, he ain't got to be arguing with Brandon Carson. Carl just funny, like, in his everyday life by himself to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He don't need an argument to be funny. So I feel like Carl is real shit.
I'm honestly over here trying to think of somebody else too. Like I can't. It ain't too many. Honestly,
I'll say Travis Ware.
Travis Ware.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he good too.
He has a good personality. He can be funny, but he don't never get into like drama like that. So he's another person.
A lot of people are saying Carl is a lot.
I feel like I'm personally biased to myself as well, just because I do like who I displayed.
Ken, you don't like Mess, Ken. You need to do your own show. Like Ken in the ensemble cast.
I don't like Mess, but it's always following me.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like you would do better on the show about your life with what you doing, and you by yourself and your boyfriend or whoever you with your family. I feel like that'd be a good show for you, because you and 6 other niggas, nah, that ain't gonna work.
My ass end up in my house by myself.
Ashton good too. He in here. Ashton good.
Ashton is good.
Yeah, Ashton good.
Ashton.
I think Ashton's in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Child, anyway, okay, no, just
Ashton good, and Ashton nice in real life. So I like Ashton for real. He nice in real life.
Like, I ain't even being funny. Ashton just tried too hard to be a mean girl in his confessionals. Like even in the scenes where it wasn't like needed, like he was still being the mean girl. If he could know, if Ashton can learn how to balance being in a situation and doing your confessionals, then he'll come off a lot different. But like being just like always being mean in your confessionals and then being cool in the scene won't come off well. But other than that,
Oliver's another good one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Roll
Oliver's a
on
good one.
Rebel said. Ashley said, Roll on Rebel said he's trying to be a Nene. I'm not seeing it.
No.
We gonna roll past that one.
What was said? My camera went off. Somebody called me.
Thought you got
I tried too hard. Yes, you
Ashley said,
tried
I
too
tried
hard.
too hard. Girl, that's
I'm
what I really
telling you, you
felt.
tried too hard. Even in the scenes where we were getting along, you were being a bitch. And that's that. It's facts. You can go to the reviewers. They said, Ashton, I don't understand your energy. Y'all getting along fine in the scene, and then now, blah blah blah. Like, yes, you were being a bitch, and everybody says that, and you even said you don't like who you displayed. So next, nobody's trying to beef with you, ho.
Oh Lordy. Lord.
Yeah, that being said, do we want to go to the award category?
Are we doing the award category tonight? You know what, D? Everybody listen up.
Introduce them.
Everybody listen up. So huh?
We're gonna introduce them, but we're not giving awards tonight.
We're not giving awards tonight, but D, this is what me and T Spillaaa talked about, and T News and Ken and all y'all. I want y'all to check and see how does this sound. If we do polls on Instagram throughout the week, who's the most attractive? Who's the best dressed? Who's the all-star of the week? Who is the best reader? Who can read the best? If we do
the dumb bitch of the week,
huh?
The dumb bitch of the week.
The dumb bitch of the week. I forgot that was a category. If we put them all on a poll, and everybody that's in here, if we all put it on our poll and let the people vote, and then tally up the votes.
Hold on, real quick.
I
don't pick unwanted arguments. I don't pick unwanted arguments. I share my opinion. If you're gonna listen to it and respond to it, I'm gonna respond to your ass. So, Olivia, next week we can have you on the panel, and I can see what you want to say, and we can discuss it as well. And if it turns into an argument, you can kiss my ass. Other than that, stay in the comments.
Lord Jesus.
Unwarranted. Let me let you in another thing. If you watch the show and watched everything else, hoes have something to say about me every moment they get. Now it's my turn to fucking talk.
My drink. I'm just pouring this
drink. You smell like ass. Next.
Well, we want to announce like awards for the best whatever, and the most whatever, and the most likely to whatever. And we want to do polls throughout the week in our stories. So everybody, make sure you pay attention to our Instagram stories, and hopefully Todd will allow us to announce them every week. Who is the dumb bitch of the week, the best dressed for the week, the best reader of the week.
We got who's in charge of the girls.
Yep.
Dumb bitch of the week.
Yep.
Most attractive.
Yep.
Who gives the best reads?
Mm-hmm.
Who's most likely to make it in the industry?
Oh yeah.
Who's the indie artist of the week? What show gave it this week, and what show will we be giving back so they can try and hit you?
Oh. So we want to do like polls and stuff like that, and we want y'all to tune in and like vote so that we can give out these awards to the people and let them know where they stand.
No, not
hey, Hershey, let me say this, Hershey. Well, I gotta say this real quick. People want to say that like we newbies and like we don't know what we doing because we don't follow their platform.
Hey,
we don't follow their outline of how they do their show.
Before T Spillaaa say this is T Spillaaa saying this. He told me this.
I'm not talking about nobody in particular. I just heard a comment was made about this panel or whatever. Like we newbies and we don't know what we doing, and we need to get into the game and follow this outline. You know, that outline works for your show. You know, you want to get on there and talk about what you want to talk about, everything under the moon, the stars, the sun. That is you. We on here to have fun, to be messy, and talk about topics we like. Just because you don't like the topics we talking about don't mean that we newbies and we green to this. And just keep your stuff on your show, and we're going to keep our stuff on our show. We don't have to go by no outline that I created while I was at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, let us have fun and be cool. We may mess up and say stuff crazy, but this us being real. Like, why you got to critique us? We ain't critiquing you because I can critique you if you want me to.
Fucking outline.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck outline. I watched the show and I was bored. I was asleep.
Lord, wait a minute.
That's fucking outline.
I was bored. I was asleep. Like, I'm like, come on, like, when we gonna move on to the topic? Your panelist was asleep. I even DM said, "Are you good? Are you up?" Cause like y'all asleep.
No.
Who we talking about?
Wait, so
I'm not talking about nobody particular. I'm just saying.
Oh, I was just asking.
I'm not talking about nobody in particular. I'm just saying, like, what Carla said, don't come for us because we didn't send for you. So leave us alone. We good over here. And no, I'm not talking about the thirst trap boy. So let's get that clicks. I ain't trying to go to war with them because I like thirst trap boys. So I'm not talking about them at all. But let's clear that up first.
Not messy moment. Oh God. Okay, we got 5 minutes. Anybody got questions?
Does anybody have any comments at the bottom before we let go? K-Star, we appreciate you tuning in. Olivia Pope to lead. Y'all be in here faithfully, and we definitely appreciate y'all. Most definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
With us.
Do we have
Come
any
on, Olivia Pope.
Do you have any closing remarks for the church?
Closing remarks?
This has been a very interesting show.
Because you spent your whole time on your panel talking to me.
And y'all, people stop coming for Todd. You know what I'm saying? Todd a great person. Todd do what he do. Todd got all us together, and he let us do what we want to do. He don't interfere with what we got going on. So, like, all that shit that y'all be saying about him, let that man do what he do. You know, he need to really produce your show for real, because you be all over the fucking place. So I would hope that he can give you some advice about yours. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you, Carl. K-Star said all his favorite people are all here. Thank you.
We slick want Carl to be on the. I want Carl to be on the panels. Like,
yeah, I just
John, look at the comment.
Carl at Dreamland, Carl was so turned. Like, you set the tone for the room.
Somebody said 5 ox for energy, baby. Ken too angry for us.
I'm fucking dead. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Ken, you said it wrong. You gotta say how you gotta say I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
It's Ken.
Hey, but I'm campaigning for Carl to come in. Carl need to come on. I don't know if it's gonna be a conflict of interest, but Carl need to come on. I love YB show. I watch YB show because Carl and Shamel on it, and I don't know if it's gonna be a conflict of interest though. But I don't want YB cussing us out.
Let me ask you a question. What are you drinking right now?
That goose.
Yeah, you drinking that goose side.
No, I'm saying I don't know if it's gonna be a conflict of interest because he on one panel already.
It won't be.
It won't be.
This panel will keep me up. I'm down.
Any final comments?
Right.
Oh, I don't have nothing to say at this moment. Look, I already said what I had to say earlier, so I'm good.
You know, I give a shout out to She CJ. I've been working his nerves for the past 2 days, so he got something coming for y'all soon.
Okay, we excited. We want to hear it.
Yeah, see, Carl, so trying to keep him up, he down.
Anybody else want to join in the comments on Messy Money and get mad at what we say?
And listen, I'm not talking about no person in particular. I'm just speaking my mind about certain shit I heard, those scuttlebutts I done heard around the world about this panel. I know it's clearing that up.
You know what? I just feel like we're all creatives, we're all individuals, and it's no perfect outline. We all do what's authentic to ourselves. So let us thrive in our lanes, and I support everybody until you give me a reason not to support you. So yeah.
The season almost over, and y'all we were talking about UFOs the other day.
Oh,
Carl, don't get fired, Carl. You know, don't get fired for your day job.
Somebody send me a link to this panel.
Y'all talking about spaceships?
They was talking about UFOs and witchcraft, and I don't know what the fuck else is going on.
Taylor says give it Area 51.
Not Area 111.
Oh my God.
Listen, I respect all topics, but like that's not something I want to talk about. But like if you talk about that, that's cool. Booty probes and shit.
We got 2 minutes left.
Ooh.
I respect everybody's panels, what they got going on. Yes, God, I love everybody. And She's
Oh
stupid.
my God. Never gonna make it in this industry. Ever.
I don't get the joke.
I'm never gonna make it. Fucking
I don't get the joke.
I like Ashley comment section.
Like, no.
I like Ashley games. Ashley need to tell us some games to do because I like playing games like Ashley plays.
Oh Jesus, I'm gonna cry. I love them. I know you ain't talking.
And look, I'm not talking bad about them. I love all them shows, so I don't want them to think that we clowning them. We not clowning them. I wasn't talking about them.
You need to stop sipping on the goose.
Yes, don't go goose. Don't go goose.
Put the
All right,
Okay,
y'all.
I won't drink goose next time. I drank Jack Daniels like Ken was. We cussed out.
That's probably a workout. Round a workout better for you. Well, everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna be doing this every Monday. We're gonna come back with web reality and mainstream news for you, and we'll also be taking your comments at the bottom. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a motherfucking friend. Anybody else got any more announcements?
Your aunties, your cousins.
Yes. All right.
And all right, this Friday, 7 o'clock, the Assistant 2 premiere at the AMC Theater. So, y'all there.
Time?
We
It's
love you
7
too,
p.m.
Carl. 7.
At,
okay.
Yep, 7 p.m. at the AMC
Girl.
Theater.
Now there's haters on the line. Let me block this bitch one more
Who's
time.
the hater? Who is the hater? I literally, let me say this real quick before we go. I said Ashton would be great if he could just decipher being angry in his green screens and you're mad. Like, shut the fuck up at this point. Like, I didn't say nothing bad about your ass. You just want an issue. Like, leave it alone, Delicious. It happened years ago.
This gonna be on season 2.
I ain't even on season 2. That's what I'm saying. Let the shit go.
Maybe y'all can have a sit down, Ken. Like you
he
can
was
have a
just
cameo.
at the club talking about how he missed me in the good times. Like, stop.
Okay, this would be a great time to end.
Never would have made it.
Everybody, y'all have a good night.
All right, stream Nicki
All right,
Minaj
y'all. This was
Queen
good.
album.
I had a good time with y'all. Take your flea call off.
As always.
Your mama, bitch. Y'all better end this thing.
Can't say y'all better end this thing. We still alive.
I know.
I told us.
How do I can share my opinion, bitch? No, I'm gone.
I'm out this thing, y'all. He said y'all better. Let me leave out of here. All right, Ken. I'll talk to y'all another time.